Hi, and in this video we'll finish Key Area 2.7 Pathology of Cardiovascular Disease by looking at the role cholesterol has to play in the formation of these health conditions. So cholesterol is an essential molecule that our body does need. It's used as part of our cell membrane, so every single cell of the body does require cholesterol. And it's also used to make the sex hormones, testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone that we discussed in the reproductive section of this unit. So, because all of the different tissues actually require cholesterol, all cells can actually synthesize it, but around 25% of our total production will take place within the liver. So, the liver will take the saturated fats from our diet, convert it into cholesterol, make cholesterol from it, and this will ultimately lead to an increase in cholesterol levels within the bloodstream. We need to be able to move cholesterol around the body. It is required. So we do so by using lipoproteins, of which there are two types: high density and low density, HDL and LDL. So the HDL is responsible for transporting any excess cholesterol from our body cells to the liver to be eliminated. So this will prevent accumulation of cholesterol within the blood vessels, thus reducing the odds of an atheroma forming, which is why you'll often hear it referred to as the good cholesterol. Whereas LDL, the low density, it transports the cholesterol for use by the body cells from the liver. So because it's travelling within the blood vessels, this one can potentially be uptaken and lead to the formation of an atheroma, hence it being referred to sometimes as the bad cholesterol. So the reason why the LDL is potentially dangerous, why it potentially plays a role in atherosclerosis, is because our cells express LDL receptors, but only when they actively need the cholesterol. So if cells have taken in what they need, then negative feedback system will kick in, stop displaying those LDL receptors. So the LDL has nowhere to go, it gets trapped in the blood and stays circulating around our blood vessels. So that's why it might then get deposited in the endothelial layer of the arteries, leading to the atheroma and leading to atherosclerosis. So, in terms of health outcomes, what's really important is actually the ratio of HDL to LDL, with a higher ratio of HDL having more of that in comparison to LDL, will result in overall lower blood cholesterol levels and thus reducing the chance of the atherosclerosis taking place. There are many different ways to reduce your cholesterol levels. So, regular physical activity it tends to raise the HDL levels. Dietary changes where you limit total fats, but particularly those saturated fats, replacing them with the unsaturated forms, as well as medications, drugs such as statins, which reduce your blood cholesterol by preventing the liver from synthesizing it from the dietary fat intake. So let's try our past paper questions. Pause the video, write down your answer, and hit play to reveal the correct responses. So the first question, state one role of cholesterol in the body. So what is it actually needed for? So option to either state it's a component of the cell membrane, or it's used to synthesize steroids, the sex hormones, or name one of those sex hormones. The second question was talking about a study into a cholesterol reducing drug where researchers concluded that taking that drug reduced the risk of death from CVD as it lowered concentration of LDLs in the blood. So explain why having a lower LDL concentration in the blood decreases the risk of death from CVD, and that's worth 2 marks. So the first mark for stating less cholesterol is deposited in the arteries or the blood, and therefore less chance of atherosclerosis, less chance of the formation of atheroma or plaque, which is what causes CVD. So because we're looking at a drug that reduces the risk, you must make it clear in your answers for both points that it's less than it otherwise would be. If it doesn't indicate that it's less cholesterol, less chance, then you may still pick up 1 mark. For example, if you just say the LDL deposits cholesterol in the blood, which leads to atheromas, but you wouldn't get the full 2 marks. So let's try some more. So we've got a problem solving question and another knowledge and understanding question. Pause the video again, work out the answers, and play to reveal the correct response. So part A is a problem solving question. So we've got a data table, we've got number of males with raised cholesterol levels per 1000. So we've got them split into different age groups and we've got it for different years. Okay. So you were asked to calculate which age group had the greatest percentage decrease in the number of males with raised cholesterol between 2004 and 2013. So it's a percentage change question. You will need to work it out for the different age groups and see which one is the greatest decrease. So 2004 will be your starting or original value. 2013 will be your final value. So you need to find the difference between 2004 and 2013. For the under 15s, there's no change, so we'll move on to the 15 to 44. So you need to find the difference from 33 and 14. Once you've got that difference, divide that by your starting or original value, and then multiply by 100 to get it into a percentage. Okay. Do the same for the remaining groups. 236 minus 128 divided by 236 multiplied by 100. 274 minus 167 divided by 274 multiplied by 100. Okay. So once you've done that calculation, the age group would have the greatest decrease was the 15 to 44 group. And part B, name the type of drug that is used to control cholesterol levels. That's your statins. So hopefully this has helped everyone, but if you do have any questions, you can always leave in the comments below.